Aria Delacroix froze for a moment. She quickly lifted the paper bag in her hand. "I came to return your coat, Attorney Ashford." Xavier reached out and accepted it. He gave a slight nod, his demeanor refined. "Thank you for the trouble." With that, he turned towards the elevator without another word. Aria panicked and followed after him. "Attorney Ashford, I need your help." Xavier pressed the elevator button. As the doors opened, Aria shamelessly followed him inside. Xavier glanced at her sideways. He adjusted his shirt cuffs in the mirror and spoke coldly. "I'm not taking your case." Aria's hands turned ice cold. It was clear. Xavier Ashford already knew about her family's situation. She whispered, "Did Talon talk to you about this?" Xavier met her eyes in the mirror and smirked faintly. "He doesn't have that kind of influence, Ms. Delacroix. I simply prefer to keep my personal and professional life separate." Aria understood his meaning. If she wanted to have a fleeting fling with him, he wouldn't mind. But when it came to business, she was out of luck. Embarrassment washed over her. Xavier Ashford wasn't forcing her into anything. Though Aria matched his aesthetic preferences, she wasn't exceptional enough to make him break his rules. In a few brief words, the elevator arrived on the 25th floor. Xavier's secretary was already waiting at the door. She glanced at Aria in mild surprise but maintained her professionalism. "Attorney Ashford, Mr. Ma has arrived." Xavier tossed the paper bag to the secretary. "Send this to the dry cleaners." The secretary discreetly left. Xavier scrolled through his phone, his voice casual. "Find another lawyer. And by the way, women's belts shouldn't be worn so loose." With that, he walked away. Aria thought he was hypocritical and impossibly reserved. Aria had been rejected by Xavier, and no matter how hard she tried, she couldn't get another meeting with him. Back home, Amelia grew increasingly anxious, her complaints piling up, adding to Aria's stress. Desperate, Aria arranged to meet her college friend, Skylar. Skylar had married right after graduation to a wealthy heir in N City and had a wide social network. Over coffee, Aria explained everything. Skylar cursed Talon vehemently. Once her anger subsided, her eyes sparkled with curiosity. "Wait, you and Xavier Ashford? Did something almost happen that night?" Aria blushed, stirring her coffee absently. Skylar leaned in, lowering her voice. "Aria, that's impressive. Xavier Ashford is notoriously selective. He barely has any scandals." Aria smiled bitterly. "I wouldn't be here asking for your help if I had any other choice." Skylar understood. Getting involved with Xavier Ashford was risky in their social circle. But Skylar was loyal. She used her connections to track Xavier's schedule. On Saturday afternoon at 3 p.m., Xavier Ashford was scheduled to play golf at a private club. Aria accompanied Skylar and her husband to the club and was startled to see Talon there. Skylar pinched her husband harshly. "You didn't check properly? How can Aria relax with Talon here?" Her husband apologized sincerely. "I'm sorry, Aria. That's on me." Before Aria could respond, Xavier spotted them. Dressed in crisp white leisure wear, Xavier exuded a commanding presence amidst the crowd. Like in the office, Xavier acted as if he didn't know Aria. But then his gaze finally landed on her. Her sun-kissed skin, tea-colored wavy ponytail and slim, bare legs made her look effortlessly stunning. Xavier's eyes lingered briefly before he spoke. "Haven't seen this one before."